Uh, Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We're getting ready to start here. It's our afternoon game, and it's the first of a three, St. Louis at San Francisco, August 8, 1969 replay. I have the coffee brewing, in case anybody's interested. And Kathy Harden has arrived, everybody. Kathy Harden is here. Thank you, Kathy Harden. This will be our last game in the 1969 replay until Sunday at 8 a.m. We're going to have our unboxing. Our next broadcast will be the unboxing of the 1911 player cards for our 1911 replay. That's set up for 12 p.m. Eastern U.S. tomorrow, but that could be earlier, it could be later. And then I may be in the mood to play a game, the first game, Brooklyn at Boston. But that is right now, that is scheduled for Saturday at 9 a.m., but it could be sooner. Very, very exciting. It's kind of weird to have such excitement, you know, when it might be a letdown. Everything's a letdown once you get too excited. The coffee is ready. We'll go over the lineups. It's a big game for both clubs. The St. Louis Cardinals come in. They're only 9.5 behind the first place Pirates after that loss to San Diego on the complete game shutout by Joe Niekro. What a game that was. The Giants are 2 games behind, trying not to fall more behind. They've been within a game of the first place Atlanta Braves. The dice are ready. Absolutely. Color coordinated. It'll be Chuck Taylor with 3 wins this season, coming right-hander for the Cards, and one of the Giants' aces, Gaylord Perry, with 15 wins. For the Cardinals, Lou Brock leads off in left, Kurt Flood in center, Veda Pinson in right, Joe Torre at first, McCarver catching, Shannon at third, Javier at second, Maxville at short, and Chuck Taylor the pitcher. He's a spot starter, if you will. The tweet is up, and the tweet is good. Oh Lord, it's good. And we thank all those who have given retweets, including Jasm Jeff. For the Giants, leading off, Bobby Bonds in center field. Don Mason, that's second and second base. He's been platooning lately with Ron Hunt at second. Hunt hitting against left-handers, sometimes right-handers. Mays is playing. He's in right, of all places. McCovey at first, Henderson in left, Fuentes at third, Lanier at short, Bob Barton catching. Dick Dietz is a little bit hurt. He remember he hit those homers a few games back. And then finally Gaylord Perry, I forgot his ratings. He is a 1NR1. Really good in the field. And the Giants take the field. Here we are at Candlestick. And it's so nice to have you all. Here's Lou Brock leading off now. Big game for both clubs. Big series for both clubs. Here's Gaylord now. Here's the pitch to Brock. 2-4, and he grounds it to first. McCovey has it, steps on the bag, one away. And Kathy Harden will take the Giants, and I will too. So it's one out here. And that's the only way to deal with Brock. Keep him off base. Here comes Curt Flood. Perry giving Giants fans all sorts of stuff to talk about with his touching of himself. Okay, here's Gaylord now. The pitch to Flood. 3-4, and that's hit deep by Flood, and it's going to be in the gap for a double. A one-out double by Curt Flood off of Perry for Veda Pinson. Perry works from the stretch now. The pitch to Pinson. 2-3, and he grounds it to first. Again, McCovey. Flood will hold. 2 outs. Joe Torre back in the lineup. We had Bill White last series playing a couple games for Torre, who had a slight sprain. Okay, Perry. Pitch to Torre now. 1-5. And it is a base hit by Torre. A base hit to left. Flood will go to third and hold. First and third, 2 outs. And here comes Tim McCarver, clutch situation. Beautiful afternoon for a ball game. This is game 1,330 out of 1,944. We're making our way. Okay, here's Perry now. The pitch to McCarver. 4-8, and he grounds it to second. Mason has it, and the side is retired. So Perry gets out of that. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on. After a half, it's St. Louis nothing. And the Giants are coming about. Here's Chuck Taylor now. Pitcher for the Cards. Bobby Bonds will lead it off. Taylor now. Winds and the pitch to Bonds. 5-3. And it's a base hit up the middle for Bonds to lead it off, being held. He's a 1-17 with McCarver a +2. Don, I don't know why I keep calling him Jim. Don Mason is the batter. Bonds with a big lead off first. Taylor from the stretch. Throws back to first. Bonds is back safely. Okay, Taylor is ready. Here's the pitch. There goes Bonds. Whoa, and he's safe. Oh, just barely. Bobby Bonds just sliding in just barely there. He's in scoring position now with nobody out on Mason. Full count on Mason. Okay, Taylor. And the pitch. 4-6. Fly ball right field. And Pinson makes the catch. One down. Bonds holds at first. At second, I'm sorry. And here's the say hey kid, Willie Mays. Mays a right-handed hitter now. Taylor from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-11. Pops it up to shortstop for Maxville. 2 away. And Stretch McCovey comes up in a clutch situation here. McCovey. Been a while. He's still leading the league with 36 home runs, but hasn't hit one in a while, I believe. I'm not sure for certain. Here's the pitch now from Taylor. 1-7. And speaking of home runs, it's hit deep to right. Pinson going back. It's a 2-run home run off by McCovey. Oh my. Off his own card, 1-4 out of 20, and it's a 1. So I spoke too soon. McCovey with his 37th home run of the season. Bonds gives him a slap on the back as McCovey touches home plate. And that's 2-0 Giants. McCovey with number 37. And Ken Henderson is the batter now. Taylor into his windup. The pitch to Henderson. 1-2. He hit him. Henderson on first, 2 outs. For Tito Fuentes, switch hitter batting left. Taylor. 3-3. And he grounds it to first and the side is out. But there were 2 runs for the Giants there on a 2-run home run by McCovey. After 2-0 Giants over the Cards. Mike Shannon leading it off here in the top of the second. Beautiful afternoon for a ball game, I would say. Okay, Perry is ready. Here's Shannon. Here's the wind-up pitch from Perry. 110, he grounds it to third, and Fuentes makes the play. One down here, top of the second. Now Julian Javier. Perry winds and deals. 2-6. He struck him out. That's 2 away. For Dal Maxfield. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the second. Here's the pitch from Perry. 2-3, grounds it to second for Mason, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Gaylord. 2-0 in the middle of the second here. First of a 3-game series. Here come the Giants, trying to get within 1.5 games of the first place Atlanta Braves. Those Braves have been tough hanging in there. Okay, Hal Lanier, switch hitter, batting left. Here's Chuck Taylor. 2-10. Grounds it to short, 1 away. Now Bob Barton. Perry on deck. Taylor winds and the pitch. 3-7. Fly ball center field for Flood. And it's 2 outs. And here comes Gaylord for his first plate appearance today. 1 NR at the plate. Oh, excuse me. Okay, Taylor now. Pitch to Perry, 3-8, and he struck him out. That's the first for Chuck Taylor. And a 1-2-3 inning for Taylor. After 2, it's still 2-0 here at Candlestick. Taylor will lead it off, top of the third here. Taylor a 2 WR. What the hell? Whew. Okay, Gaylord ready now. And here's the pitch to Taylor. 2-10, he struck him out. That's the second for Gaylord today. Now Lou Brock 0 for 1. Very nice ball game. Gaylord winds and the pitch to Brock now. 2-7. Fly ball center. And Bonds is under it. 2 away. It's going to be 6 in a row now for Gaylord. And here comes Kurt Flood, doubled in the first left on base, along with Torrey, who singled. Okay, Gaylord. The pitch to Flood. 6-7. Struck him out. And that's the third strikeout for Gaylord today. Another 1-2-3. He's retired 7 in order. And in the middle of the third, it's a 2-0 ball game. Here's Chuck Taylor now. Facing the top of the Giants order, Bobby Bonds will lead it off. Taylor into his windup. Here's the pitch. 5-6. And that is a base hit by Bonds again. Remember, he singled, stole second, and then came home on McCovey's home run. That was in the first. Being held again. Taylor's going to try to watch him carefully, I imagine. He'll be from the stretch, Taylor. Thrown back to first. Bonds is back easily. Don Mason, left-handed hitter. Here's Taylor now. Throws back again to first base. Bonds back safely. Okay, Chuck Taylor now. Here's the pitch to Mason. Oh, there goes Bonds again. Oh, Lord. And he's out this time. Oh, oh Lord. So, it's 1 out, nobody on. But Mason's still at the plate. Oh, Lord. Okay, there's a strike called on Mason. We have a full count on Mason now. 1 out and nobody on. Okay, Taylor. That's low for a ball. I'm sorry, now it's a full count. Okay. Here's the pitch, the payoff pitch to Mason. 1-7, and he walked him. So, Mason on first, 1 down. Here's Willie Mays. Pop to short. From the stretch, Taylor. 2-10. It's a base hit up the middle for Mays. Mason rounding third. 1-15, 1-14. He'll stay. And here comes the big man. Hit 1 out, a 2-run blast in the first. It's Mays on first, Mason on second, 1 down. Facing Chuck Taylor. Here's the pitch to McCovey. 3-6. And that is a ground ball to first for the force of Mays. 2 outs, and Mason goes to third. First and third, 2 outs. It's McCovey on first, Mason on third, and Ken Henderson in a clutch situation. He was hit by a pitch in the first. 4-5, left-handed, lines it to short, caught by Maxville. And the side is out, no runs, 2 hits, a walk, and 2 left on. And after 3, it's 2-0 Giants over the Cards. Cards, the returning NL champs, trying to make ground on the Pittsburgh Pirates, who lead by 7 over the Cubs, and the Cards are in third, 9.5 out. Giants 2 games behind the first place Atlanta Braves. Gaylord on the mound now. His 3rd inning, 3 shutout innings for Gaylord. Pinson will lead it off. He grounded to first in the first. 6-9, and he struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for Gaylord today. And here's Joe Torre back in the lineup after missing a couple. Single left on in the first. Gaylord. 1-7. Struck him out. That's the 5th for Gaylord. Two outs, nobody on. Tim McCarver recently expired, along with Mike Shannon. Brock died a couple of years ago. Flood is gone. I think Pinson's gone. Torrey's still with us. Bonds is gone. McCovey's gone. May's still with us. Gaylord, I believe, still with us. Not sure about that. Gaylord. Gaylord died about 1.5 years ago. Didn't know that. Here's McCarver now. 2 outs, nobody on. Gaylord has struck out 3 in a row. It's really something how these people come to life, though, with Strat-O-Matic. Okay, Gaylord. Here's the pitch to McCarver. 6-6. And that is a base hit by McCarver. So the 3rd hit allowed by Gaylord. Mike Shannon comes up with McCarver on first, 2 down. From the stretch now, Gaylord. Oh. 1-6, walked him. First and second, 2 down. And Julian Javier struck out in the second. We'll get some coffee after this. Might even take a break. Here's Gaylord now. The pitch to Javier. 3-3. Grounds it to second. And Javier, I'm sorry, Mason has it, and the side is out. So no runs, a hit, a walk, and both left on base. Middle of the 4th, it's still 2-0. A very, very nice game so far. Here's Chuck Taylor. Maybe I'll go to the middle of the 5th. I'm not going to try to stretch this ball game like yesterday. That happened because of a rain delay. And it's clear skies here in San Francisco. So, no way that's going to happen. Tito Fuentes leading it off here. Bottom of the fourth. Chuck Taylor on the mound. Here's the pitch to Fuentes. Switch hitter batting left. 6-6. And it's a base hit to right for Fuentes to lead it off. Here comes Hal Lanier. He's an A bunter. Yeah, I got mine right here. There it is. Oh. Okay, Taylor now. The pitch to Lanier. 4-7. Grounds it to second. That'll be a double play. Turned over quite nicely by Julian Javier. 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes Bob Barton, the catcher. Taylor. And the pitch. 5-5 right-hander. He's a W power, but it's a double off the wall by Barton. For those W's, it's often better that it not be the home run, because it would have been a single for Barton. He's W power. Barton on second, 2 down, and here comes Gaylord. He struck out in the second. A long double by Barton. Very impressive. Okay, Taylor. The pitch to Gaylord. 5-6 right-hander, and that's going to be a base hit, and that will score Barton twice off that. And that makes it 3-0. Twice, I believe, on that same number. Gaylord helping his own cause with a base hit, a 2-out single. Makes it 3-0. And here's Bobby Bonds, 2 for 2. 2 singles. Perry on first, 2 down. Here's Taylor now. The pitch to Bonds. 3-8. And that is hit deep by Bonds. Hit to left. And it's gone. A 2-run home run, Bobby Bonds. As clean as the nose on your face. A 2-run home run by Bobby. Boy, has he been hitting long ball. He can do it all. He can run, he can hit for power, average, field, throw, -4 arm. My Lord, Bobby Bonds. For Bonds, that is home run number 24 on the season. They're adding up for Bobby Bonds. That puts him tied for third with Bobby Tolan. Let me just make that adjustment here. Bobby Bonds, 24 home runs now. Covey leads with 37 home runs. Stargell has 30, and Bonds and Tolan tied for 24. Aaron with 23. Bobby Bonds with his 24th home run. They don't like that, Kathy? Why's that? I don't think I get that. But I'm sure there's a logical explanation. Oh! I think the Pirates do like that. Because they don't want the Cards to win. But I may have misunderstood you. Okay, here's Don Mason. 2 home run balls thrown by Taylor today. 4-0 ball, 5-0 ball game. Barton doubled with 2 outs. A 2-out rally here. Barton doubled. Perry brought him home with a base hit, and then Bonds hit the 2-run home run. 3 runs, 5-0 Giants. Okay, Mason 0 for 1 on a walk. Taylor. And, whoa! Keep your eye on it. There it is. That fell down. It's a 5. House rules. 6-11 to Mason. And he fouls out to the catcher, Tim McCarver. The side is retired, but 3 runs for the Giants. It's 5-0 after 4. That's fine by me. That might be it for Taylor. His endurance is the 8th. My Lord. Here comes Maxville. He's going to hit Chuck Taylor. We're going to get some innings out of him. Okay, here's Gaylord now. Pitch to Maxville to lead it off. 3-5. Grounds it to short. Lanier over to Stretch McCovey. 1 down. And here's Chuck Taylor. He is hitting. Different game. Back then, pitchers don't even hit anymore. Except for Ohtani. There might be another one. I notice it's very cool. There are several pitchers in the 1911 set that also have hitters cards because they were so good. Now, how cool is that? Whew. How freaking cool is that? Okay, here's Chuck Taylor. Struck out in the 3rd. Here's the pitch from Perry. 2-9 struck him out. That's number 6 for Gaylord. Really? There's a roster sheet that comes with the set. A 2-sided roster sheet, each league on each side, and it's online. So I took a peek at it. I said, wow, that's very cool. Here's Lou Brock now, 2 outs, nobody on. I mean, it's really cool just looking at the Pirates and seeing a guy named Wagner, comma, H, period, and saying, whoa. Ruth was only 16 in 1911. He was not, I don't know if he was still at the orphanage or what. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Gehrig was 8 years old. My grandfather was 14 years old. Okay, Perry now. The pitch to Brock. 5-4. Catcher X. Barton a 2. 14-2. And he fouls out to Barton. That's the way to do it, keeping Brock off base. We've gone in the middle of the 5th here, and it's a 5-0 ball game for the Giants. And Chuck Taylor will take the mound to start his 5th inning. He's allowed 5 runs in 4 innings, still in the game. He can go till 8 before his endurance comes into play. It'll be Mays, McCovey, and Henderson. And I will be back in about 5. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We're doing the 1911 and 1969 replays concurrently. Go to my landing page, check it all out. It's all there. It's very simply laid out. And I'll be back in 5. Can you imagine if I had like 20 replays going on at the same time? If I just keep buying years and keep it in order. You know, Kathy, keep it in order. We'll try 2 for now. I figured if I can get 1 game in a day for each league, that's 2 games a day, but 1 for each league. The 69 replay would end roughly in a year and a half. And the 1911 replay, let me tell you how long that would be. It's 16 times 150, 8 times 154. It's less games. That's going to be 1,232 games divided by 365, 1 a day. That would be 3 1/3 years. I'm into my 3rd year, I think, of this replay. I'm not positive. I think maybe it's the end of the 2nd year. One of these days I'll go dig that out. So it's 5-0 Giants, and we'll see how Taylor fares when he comes back. And we got a good number of retweets on this Strat-O-Matic. Hold on a second. Got another person impersonating me on Twitter. I'm going to report him real quickly here. Bear with me. Let me add more context. Okay. I took care of that. Fortunately, he has a whopping 6 followers. And he hasn't tweeted in 3 days. So we're not going to worry about it. We'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you so much. Let me go take a look. I can't help but look at the can't help but look at that tracking, and it's been stuck. It's been stuck on the label created at 7:09 a.m. all day. I have a feeling that it just, all of a sudden you're gonna just see it. It's overnight shipping. It's a 2-pound package. It's a good heft. Very good heft. I'll be back. Kathy, by the way, if you're ever willing to experiment with me, because I haven't had any success, there's a thing where 2 people can come on at the same time here. I just have to create a link and then send it to the other person. If you're ever willing and prepared to do so, let me know, okay? Just give me a little heads up. First, I would do a test run with you anytime at your convenience, not for a game. If you're willing. You don't even have to put it on your face, but you could talk. You could put it on a candle or something. Whatever you want to do. If you'd rather not, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Because I'd really like to get this to be having 2 people on. I'll be back. Whew. Oh, my Lord. We might make 4 p.m. after all on this ball game. And if that be the case, then I might do the other stuff. I did the other stuff last evening at 4, last afternoon. I used it in moderation. It worked out very nicely for me. I'll be back. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, Christ. Yeah, we'll see. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth. It's going to be the heart of this Giants order. It'll be Willie Mays leading it off. Still tanking up on the caffeine. Anytime before 4 is bad for cannabis for me. I remember when I had a drinking problem for about 5 years. Then I quit. I was doing 6 to 10 beers nightly. And on weekends, I always had a philosophy, never drink before 4. That's a horrible drug, alcohol. It really is. That's what I think. I don't like it. It makes me feel out of control. Mays has popped to short, singled left on. That's low for a ball to Mays. Okay, Taylor. Here's the pitch to Mays. 1-4, and he flies it to right. And that will be for Pinson, and that's 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth for the Giants. And now Stretch McCovey. 2-run home run reached on a force. And was left on base. That's a strike, swinging strike to McCovey. Look at this, try to stretch it out till 4. That's only 5 minutes every half inning. And I understand, Kathy Harden, if you multitask during these games, you don't have to be sitting, I am always thinking about your well-being. I understand if you're doing other things while the game is on. What do you watch this on, by the way? Desktop? I hope you get a full screen view. Looks awful pretty to me. Okay, Taylor facing McCovey. Here's the windup and your phone. That's small. Wow. Here's the pitch to McCovey, 4-10. Fly ball to center. Getting under that flood. That's 12-1, and he makes the catch. It's 2 away here in the bottom of the fifth. Do you have a desktop or an iPad? You can get a much better view that way. I use both. I use the phone to broadcast, and I use the desktop to look at it, to sort of make sure. I really have 3 views: the phone, the desktop, and the actual reality. So with 2 outs, Ken Henderson is coming up. He was hit by a pitch and popped too short. Here's Taylor now. And the pitch to Henderson. Whoa, wait a minute. That was a false start. Switch hitter batting left. 3-6. Struck him out. So Taylor looking much improved here in the fifth. Got a second strikeout. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's 5-0 through 5. One thing we need to acknowledge for the 1911 replay is that I'll be broadcasting it, but there was no broadcasting. believe they used, I don't know what it was. It was a ticker tape type. Oh, okay. You live with your son? You know I have an iMac, huh? Let me check that out if it was 1911. Ticker news updates, baseball. I know 1919 had it. I don't know what you would call it. It could even be, what's the name of it? You had the Telegraph. Here it is, ticker tape. The earliest electrical dedicated financial communications medium transmitting stock information over telegraph lines. But I believe it was also used for other things. Here it is, baseball. Before manual score turners used the ticker to get the latest scores. I just don't know how far that went back. Ticker tape in baseball. I know 1919. It became obsolete in the 60s. And that's where ticker tape parade comes in. I'd have to spend some time looking for this, but we could say that I'm broadcasting it with ticker tape. Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, Gaylord, starting the top of the sixth here for the Redbirds coming up to bat. They trail 5-0. It will be Flood leading it off. Flood 1 for 2, doubled and struck out by Perry. Okay, Gaylord is ready. Here's the pitch to Flood. That's 112. And he's hit him. And now there's a warning issued to both teams. Taylor hit Henderson in the first. And now Perry returns the favor by hitting Flood. If anyone throws one now, you're out of there. It's house rule here, folks. I might suspend that in the World Series or the championship. I don't know how I would deal with that, but we cannot have pitchers hitting batters like this, especially when it's retaliatory. Flood on first, no outs. Here's Pinson, 0 for 2. Ah. Okay, Perry now from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Pinson. 4-11, and that's a fly ball to center field for a bounce. And that's 1 out. And here's Joe Torre. Torre singled and struck out. So I guess your son is using the desktop, is that it? He's using it right now? And it's an iMac like I have? Yeah. I love this iMac. So easy to use. All right, Torre, a right-handed hitter. It's Flood on first, 1 down. Here's Perry from the stretch. And the pitch to Torre. That's 4-11. And they struck him out. And Gaylord has acquired 7 strikeouts already. 2 outs. His endurance inning is 9. You want to talk about rubber arms. Two outs, Flood on first. If Perry was really wanted to get back, he would try to pick Flood off, but that's super advanced. All right, Perry now. There's a strike call to McCarver. He grounded to second and singled left on in the 4th. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, folks. We're waiting for the delivery of our 1911 player set. And it's scheduled to arrive by noon tomorrow. We are eagerly awaiting. And we're still waiting. Okay, Perry now. From the stretch, here's the pitch to McCarver. 2-7, and that's a liner to first, and it's caught by Torre. Actually, it's a fly ball to, caught by Torre, 2-7. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The hit by pitch left on. Bottom of the 6th now, 5-0 Redbirds, Giants, I'm so sorry. Chuck Taylor retired the side in order after allowing 5 runs in the first 4 innings, 2 in the first, 3 in the 4th. Tito Fuentes will lead it off. Switch hitter batting left. All right, Taylor. Here's the windup and the pitch to Fuentes. 5-5, left-handed. And that's a base hit by Fuentes. I did that one right. Didn't say hit deep. It was a 5-5 home run with a 2. That'll be a base hit as he has W power against right-handers, but Fuentes is on first with his second single of the ball game. And here's Hal Lanier. Switch hitter. Batting left-handed against Taylor. Taylor can go till the 8th. He didn't pitch a lot of innings. Well, he had 127 with 13 starts. Actually, a good pitcher. But he was facing the Giants today. Bonds and McCovey each with 2-run home runs. Fuentes on first. Nobody out. Lanier 0 for 2. Here's Taylor now from the stretch. Pitch to Lanier, 3-7, and he struck him out. That's the third for Taylor. And here comes Big Bob Barton. Doubled and scored. Perry knocked him home after he doubled Bob Barton. That was with 2 outs. And then Bonds hit a 2-run home run to bring home Perry and himself. It's 1 out, Fuentes on first. There is action in the St. Louis bullpen. Mudcat Grant, the right-hander, is warming. Mudcat. They're not using Horner in a 5-0 ball game. So Mudcat is warming. He starts and relieves. Taylor now. And here's the pitch to Barton. There's 3-7, and he flies it to center field. For Flood, it's 2 away. And here comes Gaylord. He gets a good hand from the hometown crowd here in San Francisco. And San Francisco was so nice in 1969. I heard they have problems now, at least in some sectors of the city. But I was in San Francisco in 1971 with my family, my first time there. And boy, it's a great time. So Gaylord, 1 for 2 today. He singled, knocked in a run, came home, and scored on Bond's home run. Fuentes on first, 2 outs. And here's Chuck Taylor. The pitch to Perry. 210, he walked him. And we know that, you Strat-O-Matic people, on the 1 card. 210 is the only non-out on the card. It's first and second, 2 away. 1 more. Oh, well, he does not reach endurance, but Bonds comes up. There's action. Mudcat is available. They do not need any more runs allowed. Bonds 3 for 3 today. 2 singles and a 2-run home run. Scored twice, knocked in 2. It's first and second with 2 outs. Taylor. The pitch to Bonds. 5-5, and that's hit deep by Bonds, and it's gone. A 3-run home run by Bobby Bonds. Oh my! Oh my Lord! Bobby Bonds with his second home run of the ball game, a 3-run. That gives him 5 runs batted in today. And that will be his 25th of the season. Oh my, oh my. And Red Shane Dietz is coming out to talk to Taylor. I have a feeling he's giving Mudcat a little more time to warm up. Any little bit helps, you know what I'm saying? Red, you remember Red Shane Dietz, Kathy? You remember Red? That home run by Bonds puts him in sole possession of third place with 25 now. It's McCovey with 37, Stargell with 30, and now Bonds with number 25 on the season. 2 home runs today for Bobby. Boy, that guy's got, this Bobby Bonds is going to be something someday. Oh. And that's it for Chuck Taylor. Red Shane Dietz has given the nod. He uses his right hand to say, I want Mudcat. He's a right-handed pitcher. Not one of their best in that bullpen. He's been used as both a starter and a reliever. Spot starter and reliever, Mudcat Grant. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Taylor pitched 5 2/3 innings. The loser of record. 10 hits allowed. He walked 2, struck out 3, and we can close him out with no runners on base. 8 runs batted in, 8 runs in 5 2/3 innings. I'd say not a great day. And here comes Mudcat, a right-handed pitcher, coming in with 2 outs and nobody on. 5 runs batted in, 2 home runs for Bonds, 4 for 4 today. My Lord. Mr. Perota. Will it be Bonds or Perry or both for the Star? You got to say Perry, because you only needed 1 run, as Perry is throwing shutout baseball. It's going to be Don Mason coming up with 2 outs, no one on. Left-handed hitter. It's almost 4 o'clock. Okay, Mudcat. Here, he's ready now. Here's the pitch to Mason. 4-8, and he grounds it to second. Julian Javier has it, throws it over to Torrey. Woo! And the side is retired. It's 8-0 Giants. After 6. In a very nice ball game, I would say. And here comes Gaylord. The way Gaylord's pitching, the big question is, can he hold on to the shutout? I think I've had enough coffee. Lord. 4 for 4. Okay, Mike Shannon leading it off here. Top of the 7th. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's Perry now. The wind-up and the pitch. 3-5. And it's a base hit to right for Shannon. His first hit of the game. And the 4th hit allowed by Perry. That brings up Julian. Julian Javier, 0 for 2 today. Here's Gaylord from the stretch now. And the pitch. 5-4. Catcher X. That's going to be Barton or 2. 3-2. And he drops it. Oh, Bob Barton. Dropping the pop-up. So it's first and second. First error of the ball game. The Cards have first and second. They have action in their bullpen going. They may very well hit for Mudcat. Dave Justy. He came in a couple days ago. He's a decent pitcher. Dave Justy is warming. He's another guy. Both starter and reliever, right-hander, warming up. Here's Maxville now. First and second, nobody out. This is Perry now from the stretch. And the pitch to Maxville. 6-8. And he grounds it to short, double play. Shannon goes to third on that. So it's two outs, Shannon on third. And there will be a hitter for Mudcat. So Mudcat pitches only 1/3 of an inning. Retired one, faced one, retired the batter. It will be Dave Justy coming in. Let's see who's hitting here. They don't have a great bench, I'll tell you that. It's 2 outs, Shannon on first. The Cards trying to get anything, something here. And coming in to hit will be Dave Ricketts. Switch hitter. He'll bat left in a clutch situation. Dave Ricketts coming in. We've used him a lot in that pinch hitting role. So Perry, in his biggest jam of the ball game, with a runner on third, 2 down. Anything now is unearned, or so I believe. Okay, here's Gaylord now. The pitch to Ricketts. 5'9", left-handed, fly ball center field, and Bonds makes the catch. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. It's the 7th inning stretch. 8-0. Giants. It's a new pitcher now for St. Louis. Third pitcher of the day. It's going to be Dave Justy. He's a right-hander. So Justy is warming. It will be Mays, McCovey, and Henderson. Giants 8, Cards nothing. Okay, and Justy is ready. Don't worry, I'm not going to be going on for long hours after this. I'm going to take my hit and leave after the game. Okay, Justy. He'll face Mays to start it off. Mays 1 for 3. Then it's McCovey and Henderson. Say hey kid at the plate. Here's Justy now. Pitch to Mays, 1-5. Struck him out. That's 1 down. Now Willie McCovey hit his 37th home run. Bonds 24th and 25th in this 8-0 ball game. Okay, Justy is ready. Here's the pitch to McCovey. 5-9. And that is a double down the line from McCovey. Whoa, he's 2 for 4. Nailed it off Justy. McCovey on second, 1 down. And here's Ken Henderson. Switch hitter batting left. Justy will work from the stretch. And when we get done with this half inning, we'll clean out our chillum and prepare for our hit. It's that simple. We just clean that out. You'll see with the brush, that'll clean out so nice. Okay, here we go now. Henderson, 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch in the first. Here's Justy. That's 6-5. Left-handed, grounds to short. Scoop by Maxville. 3-2, and he throws him out, and McCovey goes to third. So it's 2 outs, and McCovey on third for Tito Fuentes, 2 for 3. There's a strike called on Fuentes. He was not happy about that. Okay, Justy. And the pitch to Fuentes. 4-9. And that is a base hit by Fuentes. McCovey comes home. It's a 9-0 ball game. Fuentes with 3 singles today. You want to talk about nice hitting. 4-9 Fuentes. That's going to make it a 9-0 ball game. And here's Hal Lanier. Tell you, Fuentes 3 for 4 today. Lots of good hitting here. Well, you don't get 9 runs from nothing. Love it. Lanier 0 for 3. Switch hitter batting left. It's 2 outs now. Fuentes on first. Here's Justy. Woo! 110, and he grounds it to first. Scooped by Torrey, and the side is retired. But another run for the Giants. And after 7, it's a 9-0 ball game. You know that's the score of a forfeit. Or at least that's what I heard. All right, Gaylord. Working a shutout here. Actually, we'll finish this half inning. Then I think we're ready to clean up that chillum. It's going to be Lou Brock leading it off 0 for 3, and that's exactly what Gaylord needs to do. Keep Brock off base. Now the only question, serious question, is can he keep this shutout? Here's Gaylord. The wind up, the pitch to Brock. 4-6. Grounded to first, and that's 1 down. Brock is 0 for 4 today. Now here's Curt Flood. Curt 1 for 2, doubled, hit by a pitch. Left on both times. Remember, shutout baseball by Gaylord. Here's the pitch to Flood. 3-4, and it's hit into the gap for a double by Curt Flood. His second double of the ball game. So flood on second, one down, and here's Pinson. You know they want to get at least something here tonight. It's 9-0. Giants. Pinson 0 for 3. Torrey on deck. Gaylord from the stretch and the pitch. 6-8. Walked him. Again, Gaylord's endurance inning is in the 9th. So he's okay right now. No one is warming in the Giants bullpen. I don't see anybody warming in the Cardinal bullpen. Torrey 1 for 3. It's Pinson on first, Flood on second, one down. Here's Perry now. The pitch to Torrey. 2-10. And he walked him. So he has loaded the bases, Gaylord has. With 1 out. And Tim McCarver, the batter. Tim is a left-handed hitter. Here's Gaylord. 2-4. Pops it up to short. Lanier has it. 2 outs. And a big one for Gaylord. And now Mike Shannon is the batter. Clutch situation. Bases are loaded. 2 out. Top of the 8th. Cards down by 9. Shutout for Perry. Here's the pitch to Shannon. 6-5. And oh Lord, there goes the shutout. And that is a double for Shannon. 2 runs will score. Flood comes home. Pinson comes home. Torrey goes to third. And it's a 9-2 ball game. What a shame for Perry. And now there is some action in the Giants bullpen. Don McMahon is warming. He can use the just to warm up anyway. Their bullpen is over-rested right now. So McMahon is warming. And Julian Javier is the batter. With 2 outs now, the bases were loaded. Shannon knocked home 2 with a double. Okay, Gaylord is ready. Here's the pitch to Javier. 4-8. And it's a fly ball to right field. And Mays is under it. And the side is out. But 2 runs. It's awfully strange to have Mays in right field, but okay. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 9-2 ball game now. Justy will take the mound. I'm going to clean my chillum. Yes, I am. Yes, it is. I'm going to take my chillum here with Bob Barton due up, and then it'll be Gaylord. He'll hit for sure. And then it'll be Bobby Bonds, and then we'll go to the 9th and see what the Cardinals do. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it will be Maxville, a pinch hitter, and Brock. Cleaning it out now. Boy, it's really something. I want to tell you all how I'm able to clean this thing spotless except for the rim, the outer rim, and that's okay. You see? You saw it before, now take a look at it. You see? Essentially it's spotless. There's a little spot there, right there. But the rim gets, I guess we would call that resin. And this has been well choreographed. I'm going to try to do what I did yesterday, and you know, I am such a fiend. I just want to toke a whole bunch of shit. But I'm going to, see, then I just give this a nice little, make it dry. I'm just going to try to take this one hit, but I'm going to try to make it a good one. You see? Try to make it a good one there, Kathy. I'm going to take this piece right here and then do the whole thing right here. Just put it right in. There's no reason why this wouldn't be satisfactory if I get it right. And you probably see it right there. You see? Here it is. Very nice. Okay, here's Justy now. Very good stuff. Okay, Justy. Second inning of relief. He allowed a run in his first inning. Barton at the plate, Perry on deck. Here's the pitch to Barton. I might need another hit. 3-7. Fly ball to center. There's one down. I don't think I got enough of that. It's pretty good, though. I'm feeling it. Here's Gaylord. Gaylord has had a busy day at the plate. He struck out. Then he singled home a run and scored. And then he walked and scored. Okay, here's Gaylord at the plate. Justy, the windup. That's 2-6. He struck him out. Two-way. And here he comes, Bobby Bonds, 4 for 4 today. Quite a day. 2 home runs. Both a 2-run homer and a 3-run homer. Singled, stole second in the first, and came home on McCovey's home run. Indeed. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Justy. 4-6. Walked him. Well, we may have another steal situation here. Just to rub it in, right? Justy will work from the stretch. I say, you know, if I'm Shane Deans, I say let him fucking go. It's 9-2. Focus on Mason at the plate, left-handed hitter. Let him fucking go. So here's Justy from the stretch with 2 outs. Bonds on first. The pitch to Mason. There goes Bonds. And he's safe for his second stolen base of the ball game. He was thrown out earlier once. He's 2 for 3 stealing. He's 1-13. He's being held at second. Jesus. And he's actually, he's not being held. He's a 1-13 to steal third. Christ. Justy from the stretch. There goes Bonds! Oh, and he's safe! Bonds just stole third. Oh, my Christ. He walked with 2 outs, stole second, and now he has swiped third base. And Mason is smiling at the plate. McCarver could not stop him. Oh, yeah, Shane Deans. Oh! Okay, Justy facing Mason here. 2 outs, now Bonds on third. From the stretch, Justy. Oh, my Christ, here comes Bonds to steal home, 1-9. Oh, he's thrown out. Oh. Oh, you got to hand it to him, though, to rile up the crowd. He was darting for home. And Justy just threw it to McCarver. McCarver tagged him out, and the side is retired. I don't do that often, Kathy. You know? I don't do that often at all. Who knows? Cobb, yeah, it was gutsy. Yeah, you got to give him guts. You know, you got to give Cobb maybe some chances to do that. Well, we're heading to the top of the ninth. I said I was looking for another hit because that first one was good, but it wasn't enough. We just saw something that was really something. Bonds walked with 2 outs, stole second, stole third, and then was thrown out trying to steal home. Trying to pull a Jackie Robinson. It's going to be Maxville, a pinch hitter, and Lewis Brock with the Birds down by 7. It's 9-2. Perry has lost the shutout. Okay, Gaylord, let's take that hit. You know, that's an unusual. Look at this. That might be nice to just put that whole thing right in. I don't care if it's got the twig, but it's got some flour on it. And that might work very nicely. Very, looks like a fun type of thing to do. Just put that right in there. You see that? Put it right in like that. And we'll ingest it. That was good. Okay, Gaylord. Here's the pitch to Maxville. That's 6-4. Right-hander struck him out. I don't think he strikes out too much. Well, he does. Okay. I did not know. That's number 8 for Gaylord. Boy, he's tired. Look at him. He's sweating, Gaylord. He's sweating up a storm. Let's see who's going to hit here. It's going to be Bill White. White, yeah, that was perfect. Bill White played the last 2 games. Some of you may remember him, the great first baseman, was on that 64 Cardinal championship team. And he's going to come in and hit against Perry. He's going to pinch hit here for Justy. And you remember him as an announcer for the Yanks, some of you. 5'6", Justy pitched 2. One of the most boring announcers I ever heard, but he was a very good ball player. I used to, I can't do it anymore. I used to do an imitation of him. Announcer. Rudy Mays pitched a good ball game. He was pretty bad. Okay, Big Bill White. Even in 69 when he was getting old, still a good fielder at second. Okay, Gaylord wants to finish this already. Here's the pitch to White. He's a left-handed hitter, 2-3, and he grounds it to second base. Mason has it, throws to McCovey, and it's 2-way. So Gaylord 1 out away from the ball game. He got into big trouble in the 8th, but he was lucky to just allow 2 runs there. Here's Lou Brock, big 0 for 4 today. Perry facing Brock. And we'll do our 5-minute post-game show after this. Okay, here's Perry now. The pitch to Brock. 4-10. Grounder to short. Lanier. He's a 2. 7-2. He throws Brock out. Brock 0 for 5 today. And the ball game is over. The final score: Giants 9 runs. Cardinals 2. The winning pitcher is Gaylord Perry. That's number 16 for him. He pitched 9, complete game win. Six hits allowed. He walked 3, struck out 8, and allowed 2 runs. The loss goes to Chuck Taylor. The final line: Giants 9 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Cardinals 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. I do not see Mr. Perota. I'm going to record Perry's win here when we get to the... Oh shit, here's a tracking update. It's on time. It's been picked up in Garden City. That's good news. You know that, Kathy Arden? That was really some good news. That shit is shipped. Let's go take a look at that, though. Better. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any identifying information on that. That's going to be surreal when I get that. Let's take a look here on the link that I'm familiar with. Yeah, that shit has been received. It's not in transit yet, but I'd say it is in transit, I think. In fact, I could show you. I just don't want to show the tracking number. I don't know why that is. But it went from Glenhead, that's Strat-O-Matic, and it has been received by FedEx here in Garden City at 3:52, and it will take a plane over here to get here by noon. So that is a hold on. See you, man. I'm going to put in Perry's win here. So that's very good to know. Garden City, I remember it as a kid. In fact, Dave DeBuscher lived in Garden City for a time. Poor guy died pretty young of a heart attack. You know, some people develop cardiac problems. Genetically, they have it. You know. And we appreciate you all being here tonight. I'm going to take off, Kathy Harden. This is getting very, very exciting with the 1911 set being shipped here. We're looking forward to it, folks. We're looking forward to the unboxing and the examination. And that could take hours. My hope is it comes early because I want to be tanking up with coffee. So, thank you everybody for being here, and especially thank you to Kathy Harden. Stay strong, stay well. We will not have a game. You have a good evening. We will not have any games. Right now, tentatively till Sunday. It's on the landing page. And of course, I might move the Sunday game ahead to tomorrow afternoon or something. But we'll get started, and I'll catch you later.